Welcome to the latest edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a book that I've read, reviewed, and recommend. Today's book is an interesting one. It's called Lucid Dying, The New Science Revolutionizing How We Understand Life and Death by Sam Parnia, MD. This is published by Hachette. It retails for $32 in the United States, $41 in Canada, and it is 345 pages long. A book about dying, one might think it's got to be depressing. No, not in the least. In fact, it is fascinating from first page to last. There's a lot we're understanding about life and death. Back in the Middle Ages and earlier, people did try to bring the dead back to life. They sometimes used a bellows to try to breathe air back into the person's body. Sometimes they whipped the person trying to bring them back to life. And so many different methods were used. Of course, they did not work. But Sam Parnia is the Director of Critical Care and Resuscitation Research at New York University School of Medicine. He has studied it, and in the book there are countless examples of people who, did come back to life after being clinically dead. Some of them for extended periods of time, long after what the medical community would think that they could come back. They've studied with a lot of animals. They have studied pigs' brains, and when the brain, was basically dead, up to 14 hours later, it did show signs of life. And he discusses that even with human beings, that sometimes there is brain activity after a person is declared legally dead. So it's really an interesting concept of life and death. Where does life end? And but does it totally end? Now, he also looks at near-death experiences. And that we've all heard of people who were clinically dead, and they all shared similar visions of what happened. Some of them actually seemed to go out of their body, and they were looking down at themselves from the ceiling. They thought they were heading toward a white light. Some of them felt total peace and calm, as if they didn't want to go back. Some reached a area in their death state where they were forced to come back. They knew they had to come back because it was not their time. So in many ways, it's sort of creepy at times. It's not like a horror movie. This is not meant to creep you out. It's meant to inform and engross you. And the author certainly does that in so many ways. He also talks about autoscopy, where people see themselves. The brain sort of triggers images where you think you're seeing yourself, watching yourself. It's like a doppelganger. And the brain does strange things there. Some of the people who have seen themselves, it has been almost like near death, or they have had issues with the brain. So it's just absolutely fascinating. 345 pages of really, really interesting stories about death, about our concepts of, people dying but not dying. So if you're looking for a most interesting read, one that you will not forget, Lucid Dying is certainly the book for you. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you did find it informative. I'll be back again with another excellent book very soon. And until that time, as I always say, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.